The Marvel Cinematic Universe seemed unstoppable after Endgame. Yet somehow, this entertainment giant stumbled in ways nobody saw coming. Today, I'm going to reveal the shocking truth about Marvel's post-Endgame era, and trust me, it's not the superhero fatigue everyone keeps talking about. Get ready for the real story that changed Hollywood forever. Let's dive into the 4 unexpected reasons behind Marvel's dramatic fall from grace. First up, Marvel's biggest miscalculation. After the massive success of Infinity War and Endgame, Marvel Studios made a crucial mistake. They believed they had such a loyal fan base that people would watch literally anything with their logo on it. This explains their puzzling decisions to greenlight shows about lesser-known characters like Echo, Ironheart, Agatha Harkness, Wonder Man, and even White Vision. While these might turn out to be decent shows, let's be honest, nobody was exactly counting down the days until their release. Here's something fascinating. According to The Reign of Marvel Studios by Joanna Robinson, Marvel executives were genuinely shocked when Ant-Man Quantumania didn't become a massive hit. Now, I'm not saying Quantumania was terrible, it did make $470 million after all. But thinking it would be the next big cultural phenomenon? That shows just how disconnected executives had become. If anything, audiences became more discerning after Endgame, not less. The second reason might surprise you. Marvel's legendary organization completely fell apart. Remember when the MCU was famous for its meticulous planning? One person overseeing everything, carefully crafting interconnected stories? Well, that all changed when they doubled their output. It became impossible for anyone to keep track of everything, and the results were pretty chaotic. Elizabeth Olsen herself revealed that WandaVision and Doctor Strange 2 had major connectivity issues because they were filming simultaneously. The WandaVision team didn't even know their own ending while filming. It gets worse. Moon Knight's writer left mid-production, and the Daredevil Born Again series had to completely restart because they realized halfway through that it wasn't working. This kind of chaos used to be DC's trademark, not Marvel's. The third factor was something nobody could control: the global pandemic. It affected everything in ways you might not realize. No Way Home had to use old footage for some characters because actors couldn't travel. The much-hyped Illuminati scene in Doctor Strange 2? The actors never even met each other. And remember those questionable visual effects everyone complained about? That happened because when restrictions lifted, every studio rushed to finish their projects at once, overwhelming VFX artists. But here's the most fascinating revelation: Marvel's original plan for their post-Endgame era was completely different from what we got. Back in 2018, during Endgame's filming, Chadwick Boseman, Brie Larson, and Tom Holland had a conversation about being Marvel's future Trinity, the new Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. It was a perfect plan. Spider-Man, the world's most popular superhero, Black Panther, a cultural phenomenon, and Captain Marvel, one of Marvel's strongest female heroes. Then everything fell apart. Sony nearly pulled Spider-Man from the MCU. Audiences didn't embrace Captain Marvel as hoped. And tragically, we lost Chadwick Boseman far too soon. Marvel's carefully laid plans crumbled, and they had to scramble to create a new direction. Some might ask, why didn't they just make Loki the new face of the MCU after his successful show? Well, here's the thing: before the series aired, many fans were skeptical about following a variant Loki instead of the original. By the time the show became a massive hit in mid-2021, Marvel had already filmed several upcoming projects, making major story changes impossible. The future isn't all doom and gloom, though. Deadpool and Wolverine looked promising, marking the first MCU project since 2021 that wasn't affected by the pandemic. However, it still faced challenges with the actors and writers' strikes. The biggest question is whether Marvel would continue their success or will fail again.